We are continuing to look at better understanding you. This next article it's called A Sense of Well-Being. It's an exercise. Let me read it to you. I have been treating patients using cognitive therapies for over 15 years. And one of the most successful exercises that I have ever seen to work and to help re-engage a person's sense of well-being is this really simple exercise. And it's very effective, is what this author says. And the exercise is to encourage you to keep a pad of paper next to your bed. And every night before you go to sleep, write down 3 things you liked about yourself that day. We can be so self-critical and lack self-compassion. Remember the self-compassion test? We've got to change to be more compassionate with ourselves. If we are not compassionate enough, it probably means we're not going to be compassionate with other people as much either. Our children, our parents, our spouse, our partner, husband, wife. Let's learn to become more self-compassionate with ourselves. And so write down those 3 things that you like about yourself and that you did that day. In the morning, read the list as you get out of bed. First thing out of bed. Do that for 30 days, consistently, a minimum of 30 days. Do it consistently. You might start to learn something about you. You might actually start to like yourself and realize your brain has consistently gone to the cup, the glass is half empty, rather than being half full. Turn it around. Become more self-compassionate. Become much more loving. Remember, you got to learn to love yourself first before you can present you to somebody else, before you can genuinely say, I love somebody else. It starts with loving yourself. The things that you write down do not need to be big things, and I want to stress that. They can be simple. I didn't lose my temper in the traffic today, as I normally would. I made an effort to do a little bit of exercise. I walked up the stairs instead of taking the lift. For someone who is in low mood, depressed, this activity may feel like a lot of effort. Not another one to be added to my list. Actually, if you can mount the energy, this is the sort of thing that turns it around in your life. Causes things like stress, anxiety to start to recede little by little. Everything about my work with you is about small, incremental steps on a journey to get you to where you want to get to, you need to get to. It is not about big leaps. Where there are big leaps also get undone. Small, bite-sized, consistent, incremental changes bit by bit to get you to where you want to go, need to go. Research has shown that people with depression have what is referred to as an attentional bias for negative self-relevant materials. They also have impaired attention control, which means once a negative schema, way of behaving, repeated way of behaving pattern is activated, they tend to ruminate on it and have difficulty disengaging and shifting their attention to something else. Consequently, their sustained negative effort. Essentially, people with depression generally spend a good deal of time thinking about what they don't like about themselves, and they have a hard time stopping that negative rumination. The more time you spend thinking about something, the more active it becomes in your mental space. You see, negative thinking is meditation. It's consistently thinking about something that is negative. It is meditation. And it becomes easier to keep on keeping on, thinking about the negative and ruminating about the negative. It is just a pattern, a repeated pattern that just gets set up in your life, becomes a neural pathway way of thinking. And your thinking is always going to lead to your behavior. Remember that? The CBT, the cognitive. What is going on in my thinking, and I'm ruminating on, thinking about, pondering on, reflecting on a regular basis through the day, is absolutely going to become the behavior that I go on to do. My thinking will lead to my behavior practices. It's all about changing your thinking. If you can change your thinking, you can change your life. That's pretty big.
Single, but want to better understand why? Preparing for marriage and want to give it your best shot. Perhaps you're in a partnership, a couple, and want to address some issues. Maybe it's a marriage, but it just ain't working too well. Are you a couple, but know it could be better? Consider a diagnosis, a form of MOT for the relationship. Want to limit passing on the stuff to the children? Because we know that childhood development really does impact the shaping of us and how we go on to do adult life. Want to maximize the quality of your relationship? Perhaps communication just definitely is not working well. Conflict needs managing, needs resolving. Sex, the first casualty when there is conflict, may be something of a sense of a mismatch, but there are definitely some problems in sex. Maybe you're long time married and you've settled, but you know you haven't settled for good enough. Consider the Kairos Center video on demand program. In that program, you'll cover a lot of topics from A to Z, and you can do it in the comfort of your own home at your leisure, and have some periodical homework review sessions with me from time to time at your leisure. Maybe you would prefer secure webcam where one of you or both of you come for maybe weekly sessions. There's something for everyone in the Kairos relationship program. Contact me today. Whether you're in a partnership, a marriage, these things are true. Marriage is not the coming together of two people. It's actually a clash of two cultures, two experiences, two memories, two habits, two morals, two values. And that is a formulation for destruction, says Dr. Miles Monroe. Also, Dr. Creflo Dollar has said, marriage is the place of our healing. Don't leave it too quickly. And if I add a little bit extra to that, you're destined to repeat the problem. So why not work through this partnership in order to address the issues, which is more about me than the other person, and then make an informed decision about what you do for the future of the relationship. Send me a message. It's time to get your quality of life and relationship back on a proper footing.